really, really back, but you probably don't want to wear the clogs you're used to wear, you know, that kind of like flop around, that maybe aren't all that comfortable. Here's a shoe that is beautiful in looks and in terms of quality. This is Naot, so it's the leather buckle clogs. What you're getting here is something that's all handmade in Israel with Italian leather. There are good shoes, and then there are shoes that are beyond, and this is in the beyond category. 5 easy payments of $32, and I'm here with Jessica McDevitt. We'll go through the colors in just 1 second, but can you explain this brand, because it is really unique.
Yeah, I would love to. So Naot was founded in Israel in 1942. They handcraft all of their shoes from the finest Italian leather. We still produce our shoes on a kibbutz, on a small farm, so you actually have to walk through a cow pasture to get into one of our facilities where we still construct our shoes.
And they're all hand stitched, and so what you get is a really amazing quality. There are certain things that a human hand can do that no machine can duplicate, and that's really what you're finding in this shoe. So we'll take you through the colors. This is the beautiful saddle brown. How pretty is that? And then this has kind of more of the two-toned. Next to that is, I believe this is the, oh wait, I'm sorry, this is the coal. So pretty. Next to that is our luggage brown, right? And that almost reminds me of like a saddle shoe. Almost like just the two-tone.
Yep.
And then next to that is that ink, which is that beautiful deep navy.
And it has a little shimmer to it.
Really, really pretty. Okay, give me the tour, because there's so much to love about this shoe.
Yeah, so the unique thing about this clog is that it is adjustable. So you have the hook and loop closure on the top, which is going to make it really nice. So if you...
And that's actually, not to interrupt you, but that is a big deal, because when's the last time you had an adjustable clog?
No.
Like, probably never.
It might have a buckle, but it's not really adjustable. So it's awesome that this is adjustable. So if you do have a high instep or a really narrow foot or a little bit wider of a foot, you can adjust it for yourself, which is really, really nice. All of these clogs are going to feature two tones. So this one has the croc with it, really kind of got a little shimmer to it. Beautiful Italian leather, just super, super smooth. And then with this one, you do have the removable insole, so really nice.
Look at that. Explain what that insole's all about.
Yeah, so our insole is made of cork and latex, and then there's also a layer of memory foam in there, so it's going to continue to get better and better with time, and then it's lined with suede, so it just feels so smooth on your foot. The front of the shoe on the inside has a technical lining, which helps to wick away moisture and just really, really soft to touch. And then the bottom has a nice polyurethane sole, going to help with slip resistance. It's got about a 2-inch heel, but about an inch in the front.
So it's a flat. It wears like a flat.
So it's got just a really comfortable pitch. It's going to give you a little height, but you're not going to feel it at all.
You know, I was taking this insole out because I just wanted to show you, like, when you look at the inside of this shoe, Jessica pointed this out to me on a pair she had, and I was like, I want to see what's in this one. Like, you'll see, like, here's a string, you know, one of the laces that have been tied in there. Yeah. It's because it's all hand sewn. Now, that's not going to touch your foot. The insole's going to go in there. But, like, truly, this shoe, you don't use glue.
Right. We use very little glue or cement in any of our shoes, but particularly in the one where if you do see that stitching, I had the moment where I had to ask, is this okay that there's a stitch in here? And she said, oh yeah, like that's the proof that the shoes are actually stitched. So the lower is stitched to the upper, and that's what keeps it.
Like, why do we want to hear that our shoes have been hand stitched?
Well, the reason why it is important is because it does keep it really lightweight. It's economically friendly, so you know that it's environmentally friendly. We haven't, it's not been overproduced.
Right.
And that there was actually somebody there making sure that the shoe was constructed, that there's quality going behind it.
Right, and I would imagine with each one of those hand stitches, that's going to keep the integrity of the shoe much longer than, you know, maybe using a glue or cement.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
so really,
it's not going to break
quality
down over time.
Absolutely. So 5 easy payments of $32, handmade in Israel from fine Italian leather. It's a really unique company doing really amazing shoes.
Yeah, I mean, our company is all about giving back and doing great things. We want each shoe to be individual. Some of the shoes, when you get them, they might not be exactly the same because they are hand done. So when we're, you know, they're dyeing the leathers or they're brushing the leathers or any kind of special detail, that's all hand done. And so if it's not exactly the same, you know that that's just our hand constructing your shoes. The shoe that you have, I want to point out, has a really cool Paisley design on it. So this one is kind of like, if you've ever seen a Western saddle, it's They're so beautiful. The leather, it just smells so good. So this one has a really beautiful paisley pattern on it. Again, that hook and loop closure, so it's super adjustable. So that one's really nice, very transitional shoe. Everybody needs to have a slip-on shoe that you can just get in, get out.
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
is that shoe.
And then, so that's the saddle brown. We also have them available in coal, which is going to
your
be
black
a charcoal,
with a
right?
nubuck.
Here's the luggage brown, that like beautiful warm brown with the cool almost espresso brown on top. And then that is our ink. And we'll take a look. Ink is most limited. We'll take a look at the size chart. And then we have the most fantastic boots coming up from you in a little bit.
Yeah, so these are very much true to size. Unless you have a wider foot, I would say stick with your size. So I'm a 7.5, I have on a 38. So 7, 7.5, 38, 8, 8.5, 39, 9, 9.5, a 40. Unless you have a wider foot, go up that half size.
Perfect. Okay, and you can find more must-haves on QVC.com. Jessica, I'll see you in a little bit. Boy, this is nice. This shoe, this is from Earth Origins. It's a stitch detailed slip-on shoe.